Face the Pistons tonight, so that means we got to do a pregame show. I know, I'm early. I know these guys are going to be in the comments. Haize, why are you starting so early? Listen, it's just easier for me to do it this way. So we're going to do our pregame show, interact, talk about what the Bulls should be looking out for against the Pistons right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
Welcome to the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. It's Chicago Bulls Central pregame show today as the Bulls face the Detroit Pistons in about an hour and a half. We're not going to do a pregame show for all that time. This is going to be a little bit short of a pregame show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I'm waiting on my wings, waiting on the food, the kids chilling. I figured let's go ahead and do the pregame show because I started not to do any pregame show. So that's where we are right now with everything. But let's go ahead and get into the comments. Let's see. By the way, come on now. Y'all can't see. See, the lights are so strong. You can't see the design on the hat for real. Like that's it got some epic stuff going on there. But nonetheless, turn the lights back up. What's going on, everybody? Let's see what we got in the building today. Bob King says, let's go. What's going on, brother? Glad to have you in the building. Jay the Barber TV says, what's up, brother? What's going on? Bulls Troy in the building says, good morning, Haize. Good morning to you over in Australia, brother. But yeah. Yo, early execution, early statement, and then we could get ready for tomorrow. That's the way I feel, Shay. I need this Bulls team to understand the best way that they can show us that they understand that they cannot overlook teams anymore is to come into this game, completely kill the Detroit Pistons, and go about their damn business. That's the best way that they can do it, right? I mean, come in here, step on their necks. I need Zach, DeMar, and Vooch to be sitting down halfway through the third quarter because they're blowing out the Pistons, and let Dalen Terry, Tony Bradley. Can we get a Marko Simone? Marko Simonovic would be the human white, the human victory cigar for the Bulls tonight. If we can get Marko Simonovic in the game, that's how we know we had a damn good game. So let's try to do something like that. Bob King says, hope has a good game. Listen, I hope we have a good game. Hope we have a good game. This game has big importance today for the Bulls season. That's the thing, right? Where we are right now, every single game is important for the Bulls. The Bulls can't, until they are like 10 games above 500, every single game is them fighting for their lives. I need them to understand that moment and have that type of intensity. They need to understand that every single game is the most important game. Every single one of them. Curse Frog says, what up? How you doing? I'm living, bro. I'm doing good. D Baker's in the building says, see Red, you already know. What up, Haize and chat from Justin? What's good, man? Where you get that chain from? Oh, listen, I got another one. I got one that's all white gold, and the horn tips are actual gold. I'm waiting to unveil that mother. But yeah, this. I'm not even gonna act like this is expensive. It's not, bro. I can send you the link. Yes, Killian Hayes is suspended. He's going to be missing 3 games. Between him and Diallo are both out this game. Their suspension started today. Jake says, hey, Haize, on my way to the game now, praying for a win tonight. I go to Purdue University, so I watched Ivy play a lot. Dudes, oh, yeah, Jaden Ivey is a bucket, bro. He's a bucket. Jamal in the building says, I hit the like first. Like and subscribe, fan. What's good, Haize? Plus or minus 8 minutes for Dalen Terry. I'm hoping that the Bulls take care of business and we get 12 to 15 minutes of Dalen Terry. That's what I'm hoping. Anthony says, Patrick Williams gets his break. I mean, he's had bigger games, but considering he's coming into this game dinged up, I wouldn't expect to see a super big night from Patrick Williams. Could be wrong. I would love to be wrong on that, but we'll see. We'll see. Yes. Yes, I believe Cade is still out. I think Cade's going to be out until I believe the second week of January. I could be wrong on that one, though. Hopefully, P. Will career night. Hopefully. Do you see DeMar making an All-NBA team? This All-NBA, yes. Considering he's still the leading clutch bucket getter this season, he's going to be on an All-NBA team. Was he second All-NBA last year? He's probably going to. I don't know if he's second, maybe third team, just with the way that the team's playing, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Boogleg Carpo says, what up, yo? This is my first time here. What do we do around here? Well, so this is a pregame show. So I do pre-recorded videos I'm the only true daily Chicago Bulls YouTube channel. Monday through Sunday, you get pre-recorded videos. On game days, we do a pregame show, we do a halftime show that we call a halftime hangout, and we do a post-game show live. So the pregame show is kind of us just chilling, talking about our expectations. I interact with you guys. It's very laid back. And of course, it kicks up in intensity in halftime and post-game shows. So glad to have you here. Hit the subscribe button. Hopefully you enjoy the content. If you're a Bulls fan, I'm telling you, this is the #1 spot you want to be, because the community here, not even because of my content, the community here is dope and full of very knowledgeable Bulls fans. So get ready for a no name to show out. Oh, that's every single night. That's every night. I better see Dalen Terry, Tony Bradley, and Mark. I'm telling you, I need to see that lineup. I need to see that tonight. Carlick Jones, can he get in there? Like the ghost of Kirk Heinrich, can we get him in there as well? We need all that. We need all that. Oh, Cade's down for the year officially? I didn't think they ruled him out for the year. Clearly I'm wrong on that. That sucks, man. Cade is a beast, bro. I like Cade's game so much. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh yeah, he underwent surgery. Oh yeah, he's gone. Damn, that sucks, man. That sucks. Black Dave says, how about this? F the Pistons, see red. Happy New Year's, bullies. May you all have financial security, peace, and elite health. That part, the last part is the key there. Not just health, elite health. So yeah, let's get that elite health in. Brandon L. Jet, my birthday twins in the building. What's going on, brother? Smear 60, you always asking something that ain't got nothing to do with basketball, little bro. Yeah, I like the movie. I like the movie Nope. I think it's better on a second watch than the first, because I think, well, for me, the first time I was just like, what is happening? Then after I kind of had the gist of it and watched it the second time, it can take in a little bit more of the intricacies, if I could talk right. I enjoyed it even more on the second watch. Hopefully we don't get lackadaisical Bulls tonight. Well, they better not. Like, listen, the one thing, and that's been the biggest thing with this team that has frustrated me. In the city, Chicago, all we do is respect teams that play hard, right? You would get the utmost respect if you play hard. You would get understanding if you don't necessarily have the talent level to beat other teams if you play hard. We just want to see hard. Like, don't get me wrong. We want it and deserve. We need to see a championship. We need all that, right? But if you want the respect of the city, you just have to play hard. And that's been the biggest issue with that. That's been the biggest issue with this team this year, is questioning their heart. Bulls don't fucking play with me. They better not, man. I'm telling you. See, I actually like this comparison a lot, Steve-O. He says, Cade reminds me of Grant Hill so much. That's not a bad comp, bro. We need to see it. Our bench tonight, we got Cavs tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Haize, I love the intro, but have you thought about adding other big moments from Bulls this year? Yeah, I have. Honestly, there hasn't been that many great highlights. Like, there's a couple of Derrick Jones Jr. highlights. There's definitely the alley-oop from Goran to Dragic. So yeah, there's definitely that. And I always built that intro meaning for it to be something that always evolves, right? The intro is meant to be something that evolves constantly. So it will evolve. It will continue to evolve. Don't get me wrong on that. It absolutely will. But right now it's just, honestly, I'm not at the state with the team to where I feel like actually cutting a new intro. Like, I'm so frustrated with this team at times that, you know, I mean, there's a couple of DeMar buckets I can think of getting in there. The IO dunk definitely probably needs to be in there as well. So I'll rework the intro eventually. That intro is never meant to stay static. So tomorrow will be me and my 3 boys' first game at the UC. Not looking forward to the 5-hour drive. Where do you live there, bro? Tim Brazil says notification came in for once. YouTube's notification system is god awful, bro. Literally god awful. Mike Milley says, I want the Bulls to develop Kobe, develop as a PG, not just a spot up. His playmaking has gotten so much better, bro. I agree. But I think Kobe as a point guard, like Kobe as a combo guard is where I want to see him. And I think Kobe's going to be a bench player for the most part of his career. And it's funny because scoring wise, he's having the worst season of his career. But if you actually watch basketball, which you do, I'm not saying you specifically, I was the proverbial you, but for those that watch basketball, they understand that Kobe has improved every other aspect of his game. Passing better, defense better, dribbling is much better. His ability to get to the rim, much better. Just his overall awareness of the court is so much better. And this is why, like, for Bulls fans that are so ready to give up on young players, it confuses me sometimes because we complain as a fan base for letting Bobby go, Wendell, Laurie, right? We complain about the Daniel Gafford. But then the moment that a player doesn't perform up into our standards, we're like, let's trade him. It's like, why are you doing both? Like, if you notice that we've given up players that have then developed into solid players in the NBA, Bobby Portis, big part of that team winning a championship. So it's not always, progression isn't always linear, right? And sometimes it takes players longer than others. To me, sometimes you got to give players until they're about 24, 25 years old. Kobe White's turning 23 in February. And depending on where the roster is, the only issue with re-signing Kobe is that at that point they'd have like $92, $93 million in just guards if they re-sign Kobe and Io this upcoming offseason. But I look at it too and say, like, we're so far away from a title. Who's to say Caruso's still going to be here when we get to that point? What's going on with Javante? He could very well leave because he's 29, an unrestricted free agent for the first time. A contender can offer him a big contract. I'm really, and I talked about this on today's pre-recorded video, I'm really of the mindset right now that the Bulls should definitely hold on to Kobe White. But, we'll see. We'll see. Goran to Dragic? Did I say that? Oh, wow. Goran to Drummond. Did I say Dragic? Man, listen, it's been a long-ass day, man. Curse Frog says, love from Canada. Shout out to you in Canada, brother. That's true, Haize. I do ask random questions, my bad. To be fair, you ain't made a film frequency episode in a minute, so I didn't know if you saw the movie. I really liked it. Pill is 3 for 3. Yeah, I mean, and I think Pill, like, Get Out is Get Out is on this level, and he took years to make that movie. Us is another movie that, like, as I sat with it, when the first time I watched Us, I was very much like, okay, I liked it, but I didn't love it. And then I love that movie now. Nope. I don't love it. I don't think I'll ever love Nope, but I can acknowledge that it is a really good movie. Slogo Gamer says, Kobe no longer is a turnover machine and has cut out the stupid fouls. If his shooting improves, he will be solid all-around player that almost any team would love to have on their bench. Yeah, but and that's the thing is, it really depends on what contract Kobe can get in the offseason, right? Because he's a restricted free agent. The Bulls can match anything. I don't see them matching anything above like $12 million a year for Kobe. But we'll see. We'll see. My son in there tripping. Straight tripping. Haize, no slow starts, no screwing around. We need to put these Pistons down early and coast later in the game. A couple of people have said that in this live stream already. I completely agree with you there, brother. It's Caruso and DJJ playing. I heard P. Will and Kobe White are available. Last thing that I saw is that it seems like it's pointing in the direction of Alex Caruso playing tonight. He'll probably be on a minutes restriction, and he should be. It's the Detroit Pistons. Hopefully we take care of business to where that doesn't hurt us too much. I'm trying to look to see if there's been any updates right now. Oh, that Bull shirt's dope. Bulls hat's dope. I don't see anything right now. My feed gets thrown with a lot of Bulls merch, man. Haize, no slow starts, no screwing around. We need to put these Pistons down early and coast later in the game. Did I read that one already? I think I read that already, but I agree with you. Get Out is an absolute classic. Absolute classic. Lonzo update. Lonzo Ball has jumped a little bit while shooting and done light jogging. Billy Donovan says he's doing a little more physical than the last time Donovan provided an update. That's a great sign. That's a great sign. So let's hope that continues, man. That upward trend, I'm telling you. I used to write books all the time, bro. Pill mind is insane. Dude is so gifted as a writer and director. Oh, yeah, for sure. Keep in mind, this is coming from somebody who directs short films. This is coming from somebody, I'm not a good writer. I try to pair with other writers. My best friend JB is a writer. But my very first short film, I wrote that short film. So I understand what it means, like, and to be a director and a writer and to be able to do both at a high level. I think sometimes we forget that is an elite skill. So for sure. See, you making this into Chicago Bulls film frequency, bro. Like, it is what it is, man. Black Dave says, Kobe's in a contract year, so he's working to up his dollars, hoping he doesn't stop chasing the need for improvement. Done guys quit after a big contract. Well, keep in mind, I don't get that vibe from Kobe. This was Kobe White's, even though his fourth year now in the NBA, this was his first year having a full offseason. And I think that's important because Billy Donovan has said it's hard to develop things during the season. It's hard to work on specific things during the season. And so that offseason is really meant to do that. It's really meant to work on specific aspects of your game. And Kobe White having his first full offseason as an NBA player, I think it means a lot that we're now seeing that he's made that type of improvement. So that's kind of where I think on it, but I can understand people who don't necessarily believe in much in Kobe White's development. Bogleg says, personally, I'm really excited about Jalen Duren. I think he at least will be Andre Drummond and maybe at his peak Dwight Howard or DeAndre Jordan. Hornets really missed out on that. Well, they did get Mark Williams. And I think when you look at Jalen Duren and Mark Williams, Duren definitely projects to be the much better player, the much better all-around player, better defender. But Mark Williams, it can be and develop into a solid player himself. And I think they looked at, what else did they get in that? I can't remember. But, at the end of the day, it's this, right? Duren, all potential's not realized. It's up to him to hit that potential. And I don't follow the Pistons close enough to really get a feel for Duren's work ethic or anything like that. But he has all the raw gifts in the world. So, hopefully he hits it. Kendall Riviera says, Haize, what up, dog? Bulls need to beat Detroit, period, in the year with a little win streak. I feel you. Listen, we've won four out of our last 5. Can we make it 5 out of our last 6? I'm in quarantine. Unfortunately, can't hang with my friends, so I'm going to kick it back with you and the Cognac boys during the game and the pre-plus-post game. Hey, bro, I understand, man. Been there. Definitely understand. Do y'all remember last year? It was around this time last year. Nah, I can't remember. I think, no, because it was after we took on Locked On Bulls. So it was probably around March of last year. Do y'all remember when I lost 30 pounds in 10 days? Because I wasn't, I couldn't eat. Like, that shit was kicking my ass, bro. So I feel you. Hopefully you don't have the symptoms as bad as I did. Hold on real quick, y'all. Had to regulate the children. Haize, what do you think about AK Mark Eversley totally hiding from the media so far this season? They haven't hid from the media. Like, keep in mind, I personally don't take it as hiding from the media. GMs and presidents of basketball operations aren't interviewed a lot during the season. They're just not. You won't find many GMs that are front and center in press conferences during the season. So I don't think they've hidden from the media. I don't take it as hiding from the media. And hopefully they're doing their work. So bro, it was a little under a year, but yeah, we're coming up on a year of that. Definitely coming up on a year of that. That was crazy. Smear 60 says, yeah, truly crazy. I didn't lose any weight, but I thought about what happened to you earlier this week. Bro, that was literally the sickest I've ever been in my life. I've never been that sick in my life. I couldn't hold anything down. Y'all remember, I was still doing episodes, right? Which was, looking back at it, the fact that I was still recording episodes when I was literally too weak to eat is bananas. And that just how much I love doing this. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, all I could do was drink water and chicken broth. That's all I could do for at least a week. And then I was still sick, even though I lost the weight in 10 days. I was sick for 3 or 4 weeks. And it took me to completely get over that. And only maybe the last week and a half of that was I eating solid food. It was crazy, man. It was wild. Debo says, do you think prime Rajon Rondo would fit this team? I mean, Rondo's game really, the way that prime Rondo played could fit on any team. I think just with his defense, his ability to pass, I think that's an asset that can be on any team. Yeah, he couldn't shoot unless he was in the playoffs. He couldn't shoot a lick, but I think that ability it finds its way to be impactful for any team. since we know it's very likely what Detroit role player goes off tonight, I'm going to guess Bagley, who you got. Well, I think Bagley's also, at least he was listed as day-to-day. I don't know if he's playing in this. Oh, no, looks like he's off the injury report tonight. So, yeah, he'll be playing tonight. I'm going to say Alex Burks, veteran. Corey Joseph has gone off on us on other teams before. Kevin Knox is a risk to go off on us. But I'm actually going to say it's not a role player today. I think Bogdanovich is the one that's going to go off on the Bulls. I still think the Pistons lose, but I think it's Bogdanovich is going to have probably about 28, 30 points tonight. Watch what I say. Do you own any jerseys for any of our current players? Yeah, I own a Zach LaVine City Edition jersey, except this. I haven't bought this City Edition jersey, but all the last 4 City Edition jerseys I have in Zach LaVine. I just don't wear them. I'm not a jersey wearer. Like, I collect them because I like them. I like the way they look hung up in my closet. I probably frame them. Like, I plan on doing a huge remodel of the studio probably in the next year, meaning I love this look, but I'm going to go with a complete and utter redesign of the studio. And when I do that, I'm going to put a lot, because I have a Walter Payton throwback. I'm probably going to put that, a Jordan throwback that I have, and Joakim Noah, and I got a bunch of jerseys. I'm probably going to do that and somehow work it into this and have the padding around those. But I'm definitely going to completely rework the studio. We're going to go on a wider camera angle too, since now I'm filming on the 12K camera. We're going to go on a wider camera angle so I can actually decorate and get shelves and stuff. So I'm planning. I have my notebook. I think my notebook's on the other side of the studio, but I have a rough sketch of how I want to redesign the studio. So not this season. It won't happen this season. I probably won't redesign again until the off season, but between the end of this season and beginning of next season, it's going to be a complete redesign of the studio. The other set of the studio, I'm happy with that one. So the set that I pre-record on, that's not going to change for a while, but this side I'm going to make some considerable changes to in the next year. Nick Tolliver says, I love what you said about Kobe today. We always look at everyone we've traded and what could have been, but the NBA is situational, and part of that is maximizing your current situation. Kobe can still hoop. And that's the difference, right? Teams that really build a sustained run. Look at it for the Chicago Bulls. We had 9 seasons straight of being 500 or above. That's because we drafted well and developed most of that talent. Yeah, we had players that we signed, to Carlos Boozer, Ronnie Brewer, Kyle Korver, that we brought in, but there were always a set. There was always a Joakim Noah, a Taj Gibson, a Ben Gordon, a Kirk Heinrich, a Derrick Rose. There were always at least 3 to 4 players in the rotation and core that we drafted and developed here. You need that. Now, Garpax, they didn't draft with a focus. That's part of the reason why a lot of those players aren't here anymore. But in what AK and Eversley do, I really do hope that we get better player development over an extended period of time, because that's what sustains runs. That's what makes it also easier to build really good teams, is that not only when you draft good, but you develop talent, because then you're not going out to fill every hole with free agent signings or trades. You're making strategic trades, strategic free agent signings to really amplify what you've already developed in-house. And so that's what I hope that they do with this team going forward. Bulls Troy says 126 in the chat, only 24 likes. Come on, guys. Get the likes up, fam. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed as well. Burks and Duran are what scared me tonight. Last year's Pistons kept throwing lobs to Beef Stew, so they'll definitely try to do it with Duran, who's way more athletic. Great points there, bro. Great points. How big is your? It's I don't know the measurements off the top of my head, but it's big. Because both sides that you see me record on, those are about 6 feet away from each other. I could fit a third set in the studio if I wanted to. So it's big. It's probably the size of a semi-large master bedroom, is what I'd say, probably. Patricia says, going to the strip club for my pre-birthday party. Shoe girls. You in the feet? Is that what that is? You going to see shoe girls? You like toes? That's what you doing? I mean, listen, you like it, I love it. I don't judge. We don't kink shame in this mug. You going to see shoe girls? You do your thing, man. You do your thing. Just listen, if I catch you sniffing dirty socks and worn shoes, we got some issues. Other than that, live your life. Do your thing. Do your thug thizzle. I know you meant showgirl. I'm just being silly. That's all. I'm just being silly. Haize, can you give us a virtual tour of the studio? I'm setting up mine to do business conference. I mean, there's already in the shorts. I did one. Now, it was before I redesigned the light gray side of the studio, but I already did a tour of the studio. I can see the video. Haize, listen, I love pretty feet. I don't know about the pinky. The motherfuckers don't be having a full baby toenail, so I don't know about that one though. But I'll be. Paxton Foreman did draft okay. Now that we see them do well for other teams, no. Well, you can draft talent, but that doesn't mean you drafted okay. Paxton drafted great when he was the GM. Once Gar Foreman took over, we didn't really draft with a mindset of building. Right after the Jimmy Butler trade, all those years in a row, we didn't draft with the purpose of having an idea of what type of team we wanted to build, and that was the issue with them. That was the huge issue with them. Black Knight says you a bear. Yeah, that's why we also have Chicago Bear Central, which is the other channel, which I do as well. I do that with C-Dub and Bobby the Cognac Boys, but I'm usually the one on the daily episodes there. But yeah, Chicago Bear Central is also a channel that we run. So yeah, definitely. Chicago Sky Central, Chicago Sports Central, NBA Central. We listen, we do this. We do this. I'm catching your ass. That's weird. Like, that is weird. That's on a completely. We don't shame though. We don't shame here, but you know, it is what it is. When did you do the setup tour? Oh my God, it was probably because somebody asked and I posted it. I didn't even know how to post shorts. I think it's the first short on the channel. If you go to the channel and separate it by shorts, I believe it was the very first short I ever posted on the channel. Young M, yes, we actually talked about that. I'm definitely getting a video out on that specifically tonight. That's happening. Chat to hate. Yes, I read your message, bro. It's on the shorts. I'll send it to you directly, Brandon. I think it's the first short on the channel. I'm pretty sure it was the very first short on the channel. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Oh God, I'm getting old, fam. So it was. I don't see it. I'll find it. If not, I can post a new one. It's not a big deal. You know what? Maybe it wasn't a short. Maybe I posted it as a full video. That may have been it. Maybe I didn't post it as a short. Hold on. Let me go see. It's not coming up. I'll find it though. I'll find it. Garpax treated the second round like it was a joke. Barstow, Murphy, and many other guys that weren't even G League level players. I truly wonder who scouted in that area because it was Gar. Keep in mind, Gar was originally he's not. I don't think he's the lead scout for the Pelicans. I think he works in their scouting department. But that was Gar. That's crazy. Lee Education James says, "Bro, my heart ain't ready for this Sadiq Bey 40 piece. That's crazy." Haize, can you do? No, I got you, Brent. I don't know if you're hearing me. I got you, bro. Shane O'Mac, Haize, I'm still hyped by your motto. Heart will do what skill sometimes won't do. Hey, listen, I'm not going to lie. That was a great bar. Yes, you found it. Okay, is it a short? Put it in there for Brandon L. Jet. Short tour of the sanctuary. Okay. I knew it was something. I knew I posted one. Let me see. There it goes. December 31st, 2021 is when I posted it. There you go. I just put the link in the video. I'm in the comment section. Big up my Chi-Town Meatpacking District family from around the world. Whoa. That's a hell of a comment there, brother. But all right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Got some stuff going on. That was a 30-minute pregame show. Usually, for those that are first time, we start an hour before the game and we go until the game starts. Got some stuff going on today. Can't necessarily have as long of a pregame show as I usually do, but catch me here for the halftime hangout. Catch me here for the live post-game show as well. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me, man. Let me go ahead and do this. So let me do it officially. Let's do it officially. If you want to follow the show, make sure you do so at Bull Central Pod. If you want to send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to do a call or a voicemail, a text or a voicemail for a mailbag episode. So every Saturday and Sunday, even when we have games, we start off the morning with a mailbag episode. I play your guys' voicemails. I respond to it. If you want to get in anything for the mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'll see you guys at the halftime hangout. Love you guys.